Welcome to this premium note. Today, we're stepping into a true masterclass on how to build a highly lucrative digital asset from the ground up through Amazon KDP. If you're ready to learn, innovate, and thrive in the modern digital economy, you are in the exact right place. We're going right to the core of your publishing business today, writing the book itself.
So I want you to think about something for just a second. What truly separates profitable digital products from the outright failures? Why do some books generate passive income month after month, while others simply vanish into the algorithm? Is it some secret hack? A massive advertising budget?
Okay, let's dive into this. The source material spells it out perfectly. It says, even the best marketing strategy cannot compensate for a poorly written book. Readers in today's market are smart. They expect clear, accurate, and professionally presented content that delivers a real transformation. High-quality content is quite literally the unshakable foundation of any real digital income. Because if the product isn't industry grade, absolutely no amount of marketing is going to save it.
Here's our professional syllabus for this session. First, blueprint your digital asset. Second, accelerate writing with AI. Third, polish for professional quality. Fourth, design for reader engagement. And finally, protect your intellectual property. Let's get right to it.
Phrase 1. Blueprint your digital asset. Planning your book for the digital economy.
I really want you to stop thinking of your book as some mystical art project where you're just waiting around for inspiration to strike. Instead, we need to position it as a strategic business building block. A successful book is the result of a highly structured, repeatable process. You see, a lot of first-time authors use what we call the blank page approach. They open up a blank document and just start typing whatever comes to mind. Honestly, this is an amateur move. It almost always leads to disorganized content, repetitive ideas, and unfinished manuscripts. Contrast that with the blueprint approach. Think of your book like building a house. The planning is your blueprint. It clarifies your purpose, saves you massive amounts of time, and ensures you're directly targeting your ideal reader's actual problems.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how to lay that foundation. You map out your basic outline structure, your introduction, your chapters, a conclusion, resources, and your author bio. But here is the professional tip. Don't just list out chapter titles, break those chapters down into smaller sections. Under each heading, use bullet point notes instead of full paragraphs. Jot down quick things like explain keyword research, show examples, or add action steps. These simple, bite-sized bullet points become the structural framing of your first draft, which allows you to write significantly faster.
Moving into Phase 2, accelerate writing with AI, smart tech integration for modern creators. Look, we're living in a hyper-fast digital economy, and modern creators use smart tech integration to build assets faster without sacrificing an ounce of quality. Your main goal here is just to get that first draft done. Remember the old saying, you cannot edit a blank page. To push through that draft quickly, you have got to eliminate perfectionism. A fantastic way to do this is by using timed writing sessions, specifically the Pomodoro Technique. You write with total uninterrupted focus for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break, and then just repeat the cycle. This framework prevents burnout, it kills distractions like phone notifications, and it helps you hit consistent daily word goals, whether that's 500 or 1,000 words a day. Just write first, edit later.
Now, what's really interesting about this is the strict boundary we have to draw between AI capabilities and your responsibilities as a founder and author. Yes, absolutely use AI to brainstorm ideas, create outlines, improve your grammar, or simplify those complex concepts. But you are entirely responsible for accuracy, originality, and fact-checking. You've got to verify those statistics, dates, and legal claims. Plus, at the end of the day, readers are buying your book for your unique human perspective. You have to inject personal stories, real-world case studies, and your own specific tone. AI is your assistant, it is not your replacement.
All right, Phase 3, polish for professional quality, elevating your manuscript.
So once your fast, AI-assisted draft is complete, it's time to elevate your manuscript to an industry-grade product. Good editing builds massive trust with your readers, and it goes way beyond just fixing a few spelling mistakes. The first layer of this polish is developmental editing. Think of this as the architectural review of your asset. You're looking at the big picture elements. Is the chapter order logical? Is there missing information? You need to read like a reader and ask yourself, does every single section genuinely add value? If there's unnecessary repetition or a random tangent that strays from the core topic, you need to cut it.
Next up is line editing. This brings us right down to the paragraph and sentence level. Here, your focus is entirely on the reader's experience. You're smoothing out the sentence flow, upgrading your word choice, and ensuring maximum clarity.
You want to make sure your writing style and tone perfectly match the expectations of your target audience.
And finally, we have copy editing and proofreading. This is where you fix grammar, punctuation, and those pesky formatting inconsistencies. So the crucial point is this: skipping these final polish steps is completely non-negotiable if you want to succeed. Typos and broken formatting lead directly to bad reviews, and bad reviews will instantly kill the momentum of your digital asset. Protect your brand. Read slowly, read aloud, or get another set of eyes on it before you ever hit publish.
Phase 4, design for reader engagement, creating interactive and retaining content.
Creating high-value content isn't just about what you say, it's heavily about how you present it visually. Modern readers, especially those consuming content on Kindle devices, want easy-to-digest, actionable information. Formatting matters just as much as the writing itself. So, I pose this question to you. How do you keep readers hooked page after page? How do you ensure they don't just buy your book, but actually finish it and recommend it to their friends? Well, the secret lies in the mechanics of high-retention writing.
To answer that, the secret is honestly keeping your paragraphs short. You really want to aim for just one main idea per paragraph. This dramatically improves readability on digital screens. Start your chapters with a strong hook, like a surprising fact or a super relatable problem. Use real-world examples and practical demonstrations to basically show rather than tell. And crucially, end your chapters with actionable steps. Summarize the key points and give your readers something to actually go do. This immediately increases the perceived practical value of your book. And if you really want to over-deliver, integrate interactive worksheets. Depending on your niche, you could add budget worksheets, habit trackers, reflection questions, or practice exercises. By doing this, you're transforming a simple, passive reading experience into an interactive, highly valued workbook. Just remember to keep them simple, organized, and hyper-relevant to the chapter. Adding clear, high-resolution images or charts also works absolute wonders for reader retention.
Which brings us to the final and honestly most vital phase for your long-term business survival. Phase 5. Protect your intellectual property, safeguarding your business assets.
You've got to be hyper-aware of common legal pitfalls when building digital real estate. Plagiarism isn't just some high school failing grade anymore. It can literally lead to legal disputes and get your Amazon account permanently banned. Never copy text without permission. Don't closely paraphrase someone else's structure without adding original value. Be incredibly careful to only use properly licensed stock images or just use your own original photos. And importantly, in today's tech landscape, submitting unreviewed, unedited AI content can definitely flag your work for lack of originality. Protect yourself by writing in your own words, citing your sources, and verifying all your licenses.
Let's move to and see how this builds on the technical side of publishing with identifiers. You absolutely need to know the difference between an ASI and an ISBN. Amazon assigns an ASN, which stands for Amazon Standard Identification Number, to all Kindle ebooks. You do not need to buy an ISBN for a Kindle ebook. However, for printed editions like your paperbacks or hardcovers, an ISBN, or International Standard Book Number, is a unique identifier. Amazon can actually provide a free one for print, or you can purchase your own if you want greater publishing flexibility and brand control across multiple retailers. To wrap up this note, I really want you to remember this core lesson. A well-written, thoroughly protected book significantly increases your long-term earning potential. Every professional, engaging, original asset you publish strengthens your personal catalog and builds your reputation in the market. You aren't just writing a document here, you are building a scalable digital business.
I want to leave you with a final, provocative thought. You've got the blueprint. You understand the tools. You know the quality standards. So what will your very first digital asset be, and how is it going to solve a real-world problem today? The digital economy is quite literally waiting for your expertise. It's time to start building.